Thank you very much. President Museveni, sorry.
Mr. Chairperson, the reason you should invest in East Africa is that you will make money. And economics has long taught us how to measure how you make money. I'm sure here in London you must have heard rumors of something called IRR, internal rate of return. And I would like to inform you that the internal rate of return in our area is much higher than here in Europe, where you are suffering from all sorts of problems. Yes. I don't know what the internal rate of return is in Europe, but I know that in Africa it's about 30%. Sure. It's quite high. So this is scientific. There's no guesswork. But for reasons, particular reasons other than profitability of the businesses. First of all, the raw materials. They are there in plenty. Secondly, market size. Not only are we talking about the market of East Africa, 125 million people, but also another 100 million around in Congo and in Sudan and in Ethiopia. Then what President Kagame talked about, the business atmosphere, the ease of doing business. Now, something else that we are working on is lowering even further the cost of doing business in East Africa by working on the railway, working on the roads, and working on the energy. So I think these are the reasons why you should come. You will make money for these reasons which I've mentioned and which President Kagame talked about.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back. Yeah, as the program continues, we'll try and squeeze in one or more two people to heads of states and see what they said about that. But do not forget that should you need more information about that, you can watch our sister program on Monday. That is the Dialogue and Swahili Diaries at 10 Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 10 p.m. and the Dialogue every Monday from 10 to 12. So we'll be continuing with this conversation. Now, Honorable Minister, yeah, back to you again. Is that you have heard about what the Ugandan president has called the internal rate of return, IRR. Let's talk about two markets here, the East African Community and the COMESA, that is the Common Market of East and Southern Africa. I understand that COMESA has got 400 million people with one market. Let's talk about the internal rate of return. Why is it that, why can you convince me to come and invest in your region if I could go probably somewhere else, Dubai or somewhere else, I could get a very good return as well?
I think as the presidents did mention, and the East Africa Community is a subset of the COMESA. The 5 East African countries are also part of the COMESA, and in fact, Tanzania is also part of the South Africa Development Corporation, the SADC. So we're basically talking of an expanded market. But as you're investing within the region, one needs to look at, there's availability of, like I said, very highly skilled manpower that is also affordable. There's also all the other infrastructures you'd get anywhere else. It's there. But why would you want to produce your goods so far away and then ship them to the market? Why not produce them where the market is, right? And I think that's why we really telling people it makes a lot of sense to come and invest. If you are going to sell within East Africa and have access to the COMESA, it makes a lot of sense to then also do it within that region.